In this video, I'm going to be reviewing all of my classes and kind of critiquing them, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and I am still here with Newt. I just delivered him to California, so it's kind of nice being able to hang out with him. I'm going to do the reflection with no interruptions in the video, so basically I'm just going to play the whole entire class and then do a little bit talking on it, and they're going to be fairly brief just so I can cover things that I would have done differently. And this was my first time ever showing Western, and there was 55 competitors in the Extreme Mustang Makeover. Handling and conditioning is a class that basically shows that your horse is handleable on the ground and that their grooming and conditioning is pretty good. You can halter the horse, pick up their feet, back them up, trot them, do some basic in-hand maneuvers and care, and load them on a trailer.
Florida and Newt, the 3-year-old gelding. Sam's going to be followed by Casey Hollingsworth at 40.
Mom, I'm with you. Mom, don't leave me in here. Fine, I'll just wait. Oh, you look so pretty. That alfalfa we were talking about, Sam. Feel good, Mom. Awake. Stay still, dude. Don't go anywhere. Oh my god, he's got a huge trot. Look at that. Yeah, perfect. Boom. See that he can get like spunky and then go right back down to chill. Right in. Boom. Woo!
Thank you, Sam. That was hit number 28 at draw 39, Sam Van Fleet Infused. All right, we're going to...
All right, so starting with my least favorite class for Newt, handling and conditioning, he was really spicy. He had had alfalfa for 2 days before, and I honestly didn't know because I kept him at another barn leading up to it, and I was feeding him at a different time than normal barn staff was. Anyways, he was a little bit spicier and hotter than normal. The pattern that we've been practicing for months was not the pattern we performed, as in I had to like on the fly come up with a different way that I was haltering him, a different way that I was grooming him, picking up his feet, everything. You could tell I was holding the lead rope pretty tight under the chin, and for me that's like a no-go. I never do that. I like to have a lot of slack. Honestly, the pattern just started bad when I left the cone to head to the round pen. I could just feel that he like had a little switch turn on, and he's like, I'm gonna be a 3-year-old, which he is 3. I can't, get too upset about it. And we went in, I turned him around and pivoted him, unhaltered him. That part was good. And I knew it got bad when he walked away from the gate. It started with me having to shove his nose back in because he was trying to follow me out, and he was like, why am I here? And then, as soon as he got back in and he decided to wander off, I was like, all right, here we go. I came back in. A lot of people were like, oh, he was like being really spicy running around. That part didn't even bother me, honestly. And I didn't even try to go up to him. I waited until he came up to me. What I didn't like was when I went to halter him, he tried to push forward out of it. So I was like, okay, gotta work really hard on this, make myself look like composed and get this on him, head out. And, he tried to take a step when I was grooming him. He tried to take a step when I was picking up his feet. My normal order for grooming would have been ground tie, brush one side, brush the other side, walk back around him, put the brush back, pick up my rope to set up to trot. I had to, on the fly, make some changes that you saw. And then with the feet, I was supposed to do front, back, back, front. I could tell he was starting to move, so I did front, back, and then again went around the way that I don't normally go. The trailer I was super thrilled with. When I came out of the class, I was really bummed on how I did and kind of disappointed that I somehow couldn't have replicated it exactly like how it went, but that's horses. Sometimes they come out and they're frisky and they do stuff that you haven't seen before. Somehow we still managed to place 10th in that class, and actually one of the judges had me tied for first, so that was a little weird to me. Newt's conditioning did look really good though, so I will take credit for him getting all fat and plump, but overall, probably my least favorite class. Maneuvers class is a little bit of a like ranch rail pattern where there's signs sticking up and you just need to demonstrate your horse at various gaits such as the trot, extended trot, lope, halt, back up, walk, all of those kind of put into a very simple pattern along the rail. Maneuvers was good. I had low expectations based on our first class of the day, but he came in and he rocked it. We stayed a pretty decent amount off the rail, and everything that you saw that went wrong was rider error. So I could have had my trot a little bit slower, and then into my extension could have been more exaggerated, but I didn't get him down to his little Western pleasure jog. I honestly think that was just show nerves for me. I came in and I was like, okay, I gotta do this pattern, and I breathed in my classes more times this year than I have any other year, so I am getting better with my nerves. Like, I was able to think in the classes, and believe it or not, I was actually smiling as I was riding, which is a first for me. I was having fun and I was actually taking time thinking about what I was doing. But for the most part, the first direction, I really liked everything about it. The second direction, I do wish our walk to canter transition was a little sharper, and in return, because it wasn't super sharp, instead of staying our 10 feet off the rail, we did bulge and do like 13 feet off the rail at one point and then went back to 10. My transition down to the trot could have been a little bit quieter, as well as my halt and backup. But overall, really happy. He rode exactly how I asked him to. I could have kept him a little more through, but I didn't realize the judges wanted us directly on the rail this year, because normally they want you off the rail a consistent distance the whole way around. And I don't know if I just didn't hear it or wasn't paying attention, but I guess I would have ridden directly on the rail. So that's probably something I would have done different. Overall, I was really happy with my maneuvers class though, and I came in 11th overall. Trail class consists of different obstacles such as opening gates, side pass poles, backup chutes, serpentines, bridges, all of those things. So they put it into a certain pattern. You have to walk, trot, and canter somewhere in the course, and basically just show how relaxed your horse is and if they're maneuverable around obstacles.
Newt now. It's going to be hit number 28. Greg Reynolds and Little Miss Gracie are going to be on deck at 4, then Sarah and Miracle at 5, and then 3. How about it for Sam, everybody? There's Sam Van Fleet, Newt. Doing a great job.
For trail class, I was third to go. I really like being early on to get it done with and then not have to worry about it the rest of the day. But sometimes it doesn't benefit you scoring wise because you go early on and the judges leave room to be like, that was pretty good, but what if someone's amazing? We can't give them a great score. So I was a little worried about that. However, Newt came in and he rocked the class. We both did really well in it. We thought about each individual maneuver. There's 3 things that I probably would have changed. I would have counted my striding to my cantering ground pole. That way I would have hit it at the right moment so he wouldn't have came off on the wrong lead. I don't think we got docked for that, but I just personally would have liked to do that. I would have liked to stay a little bit straighter out of my cantering pole. That way my canter to trot transition was a little bit calmer, not so fast and forward. I kind of would have regrouped myself and really held my core and thought nice and slow for my serpentine. And my side pass pole, I would have taken 1 extra step up before I started side passing. That way I wasn't so close with my front end. But honestly, the rest of it I'm pretty happy with. He had a really solid pattern. There was maybe like 5 horses that didn't spook at anything in there, and he was one of them. So honestly, I'm pretty thrilled with him. He was super confident in what I asked him to do, and he was confident in himself, and I was really happy with our class. I was worried because, again, third to go, you never know how it's going to end up placing wise, but we did end up 4th overall for that, so that was super fun. This meant that we made the top 10, and we actually got bumped up to 6th place overall for the prelims, because before that, with my handling, conditioning, and maneuvers, I was like kind of tethering between like the places of 9th to 12th. I was not sure if I was going to make it in, and then trail really pulled through, and I was able to make the top 10.
Showing tomorrow as well, aboard at number 28, Sam Van Fleet. Yeah!
We found that out Friday night, and then Saturday night is when the top 10 does their compulsory and freestyle. Compulsory class is like kind of a mini baby reining class. It's basically the same exact pattern every single year, and they just want to see your horse do a little bit more advanced maneuvers than what we showed in the Mustang Maneuvers class.
Hit number 28, Sam Van Fleet, Wilson, Florida. Here's Newt.
Compulsory was pretty good. As far as my compulsories that I've done before, it probably was my best one out of all the ones that I've done, just because I'm starting to get more confident with it. I wish our first halt was a little bit quicker. I did like our rollback, and I did like that I think I came in on one lead and I did my rollback on the other, which is a little bit more proper, I suppose, so I'm pretty happy about that. I would have liked my simple change to be a little smoother. I was still happy with it, but I would have liked it to be smoother. I do like that I came down to the walk for it. I thought that kind of demonstrated a lot of control. But overall, I thought my compulsory run was decent. I don't have the best spins. I don't really specialize in that. That's something that I'm definitely working on and trying to get better at. And I was really happy with how we stopped and backed up 6 steps exactly as the pattern calls for, and we landed right in center. So I was pretty proud of my timing, honestly, with that. Freestyle is your chance to be creative and come up with a theme and show your creativity, all of the extra fun stuff you've done with your horse, really show off what they're good at. So for example, if your horse isn't good at the side pass, you're probably not gonna show it off for like a full minute in there. You might add it in there real quick to get the component off, but you're gonna focus on maybe your leg yields that are phenomenal. So this is your chance to really show off your horse, have fun with it, get the crowd excited, and put on a good performance.
Start that all over. Bring the music back up, Casey. We gotta start it over. Bring the music back up. We gotta start it all over. There we go. All right, folks. 10th in the handling and conditioning, 4th in the trail. Hip number 28, ladies and gentlemen, Sam Van Fleet and Newt. Hip number 28, Sam Van Fleet and Newt. It was incredible.
Freestyle. Let me just say, this is my first time competing in freestyle in person since 2019. It's kind of scary for me. It's been a little bit because some of them went virtual for a while. I did plan something and I had minimal props, which was kind of scary because everyone else had a lot of props. I really wanted to show off riding and maneuvers with Newt. A few critiques for my pattern, I guess. One, I of course didn't get that correct lead when I asked for the simple the first time, which kind of bummed me out, and I realized it not instantly, so that's a little annoying for me because normally I'm really good about feeling it. I'm not someone that looks down to check my leads. Like normally I can feel it instantly, and I guess I was just in the heat of the moment and I was just going and I was like, wow, this is going decent. Let me just like keep riding, and then I noticed it a little too late. And I would have liked to have timed stuff to my music better because I practiced it, but when I was in there, I had a certain cue to go down for the laydown. It was supposed to be my very last thing in my pattern, and I was listening and I thought I heard the note, so I was like, shoot, let me come down from the canter real fast. So that's why my canter to halt was very bracy because I did not intend on even doing it. I just heard the song change and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to lay down now. And then once he went down and I was like, ta-da, they're like, you have 30 seconds left. And I was like, shoot, that was the end of my pattern. Okay, I guess I'll get back on him and run around somewhere. I don't know. So my timing could have been a little bit better. And yeah, I think that's mainly what I would probably change about it. Of course, there's props I totally would have added in, but I come to these makeovers by myself and I never know if I'm going to have people that are able to help me set up. So I only plan enough that I can run out there and set it up myself, need be, come back and get on my horse and go. So that's why I only had 2 props out there. I did try to check off a bunch of different maneuvers while doing my freestyle as well, but I definitely could have had a few more creative things in there. Anyhow, that's just my brief reflection on the classes. I forgot to note that after your prelim classes, scores get wiped clean for top 10. Everyone is back to 0. And with my compulsory and freestyle combined, I came in 3rd overall, which was pretty cool. So I was really happy with Newt.
Give that young lady a big hand. 15,000.
That's the best I've placed in an adult makeover before, and considering the Mustang Makeover nerves I have and how much less they were this year, I was pretty happy with Newt and how we did. I couldn't have asked for a better partner to do this makeover with. I did like a lot of stuff about my classes. I know I didn't talk too much about the stuff I liked, but there was plenty of stuff that I did like. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next Mustang journey.